What's good, everybody? This is Polo J within the Red Corner Boxing. Got another edition of Let's Talk Boxing. First, where my intro? Hey y'all. What's good? I got some things I need to talk about when it comes to this boxing realm. First, I gotta show you something. Give me just a second. Damn ads.
So normally, right? Yeah, I mean, normally, again, they're 5'8", 5'9". He's 5'10" and a half. So he's lanky, and I got to tell you.
Additionally, he's able to slip those jabs from Fox on the way in, so he's able to move, and he closes the gap.
Okay. You've seen that.
They basically getting a professional come back.
Big shot from Michael.
You've seen that.
Fox and Maestro down on the canvas for the first time as a pro.
That was that counter left hand off the slip.
Keep on his toes. Use that stick with a better jab. It'd be very difficult to get in. Nice combination from Fox. Maestro getting in, but Maestro able to go to the body.
It's a classic southpaw move. And then he switched up and went to the right up.
Y'all seen that?
Were you watching Back to the Future last night, Joe?
Listen.
It's okay. Good body work there by Maestro. Throwing, but now good head movement by Fox.
Usually when it's a right-hander, it's not for strong.
You've seen that. Let's keep going.
You're right, Joe. If we just walked into the arena, we didn't know who that was. We were watching this guy. It's like a guy with 30.
And let me hit you.
Right. Fight like a man. Throw me a fastball. Enough of this curveball stuff.
Right. Now, when Michael Fox was bent over there in that little clinch, Maestro came over and hit him behind the back in the kidney. It was
I said, basically, I'm in camp training for 6 guys, and I don't even know if I'll have a fight.
Went on the move again, blocked a couple punches right there.
If you know boxing, you've seen that combination, and you've seen that nothing significant landed. Nothing that could have been pointed.
Sidestep and counter with the left hand and spun out again.
We get into round number 8 here. Again, Michael Fox and Gabriel Maestro, and Maestro shakes it off, says no. But Fox, again, with that one knockdown.
You've seen that. Let's keep going.
And able to land Maestro, dictate the pace and the range, and then land the harder shots. Maestro landed a shot, but then he eats one as well and backs up. Fox looks like he's taking control.
Absolutely, and the best that Maestro can really muster are some really good body steering.
You've seen that as well. Just bear with me for a second. Everything that I'm showing for a reason.
Throwing hard punches from the outside, and you see him getting countered right there by Fox again. They get locked up. Scorecard up there. You see it wide in favor of Michael Fox every round. And for the first round, good right hand there, and another right hand by Maestro. But he's in the final seconds now. He's going to need a real prayer to land. He is now the interim WB.
Okay. Everybody's seen all of that. Y'all all have seen all of that. You've seen it. You get the picture of the fight. get what's the ins and outs of what's going on. Here's my problem.
A world welterweight title holder and still undefeated Gabriel El Capitan Maestre.
My issue. That's my issue. That is my sole issue with this. What's good, Rob? What's good, man? That's my sole issue. How? Well, let Joey Goose tell you.
How is that possible? Now, I try not to get upset by these things, but how is that even? Joe Goose, I'm stunned it was 114, 113, and I thought that has to be in favor of Fox. How could it even be that close?
Do not pay full price on your next iPhone. Capital One Shopping compares prices with other Apple retailers to find the best deal.
But that's what I had to show. How the hell does that happen? I'll let you know how that happens. The sanctioning body for that championship fight is full of shit. They're full of crap. And on top of that, it's some blood ties. How can a member of a sanctioning body's significant other be the judge for a title bout for the said sanctioning body? That's the question. People complain about corruption in boxing, and it turns people away because they feel like fights are fixed and this and that. Well, in this case, I can't argue with you. Usually, I would sit up and I would argue your point, try to convince you that boxing isn't, fake, try to convince you that, fights aren't fixed. But when you go down the rabbit hole with this fight, even though it's a small fight, but that's where the corruption is. The corruption is in the smaller fights. The money is in the larger fights. I can't argue with you. I looked for every bit of a way to counter this argument, to be like, no, it's not this, it's not that. I tried every justifiable mean to say this was a good call. The judges just didn't see the same thing that I saw. But I can't. And that hurts. That really does hurt. Especially since this is a sport that I love. Damn. I've been arguing with people. I've been trying to, bring them to the light, to let them know that this is not a real representation of what all boxing is. But I can't argue it. I can't. I just cannot argue this point. It's hard to. And it's not the only one that has happened, i.e. the Olympics. Mr. Keyshawn Davis, good young brother. We still don't know what he is yet as a fighter, but a good young brother, man. And he's going to be a phenomenal fighter once he gets to the professional ranks. But this dude got screwed. He did. He got screwed in the decision. But I can explain to you why. (1976). One of the greatest boxing Olympic teams. Let me pull it up. 1976 Olympic boxing team. What's good, man? Just talking about all the stuff that's been going on, man. The star power. And me and a couple of brothers were, having an educated discussion about this earlier. The main issue with this year's Olympics, as far as the boxing side, there was no star power. No star power. 76. You knew exactly who Sugar Ray was. You knew exactly who he was because he was famous before the fight. He was famous in Golden Gloves. He was famous all before the Olympics. And that was due to the media. He was on something called Worldwide of Sports. It used to come on Saturdays on ABC. It was national television. National television. So we knew who he was. We knew who all these guys were. We knew who they were. So when we finally see them in the boxing realm, or even in the Olympics to a lesser degree, we knew who to cheer for. We knew who was on top. We knew who we wanted to win, besides just being, we want the United States to win. Yes, of course, we're always going to want the U.S. to win. But do you have a figure to get behind? And I brought this up. If it wasn't for the Olympics, would we even know some of these dudes? Got a little quiet, like just now. But here's the thing. Us in this media right here, this boxing media, this quote-unquote new media on YouTube, that's our job now. That's our charge. That's what we're supposed to be doing. We're supposed to be the ones to let you guys know about these up-and-coming fighters that's fighting their hearts out in these amateurs, laying it all on the line just to get recognition. I believe it's our job. It is our job to let you guys know who they are, to introduce them to you. And if we don't, we failed. Yes, we're not as big as ESPN, but someday we will be. No, we're not as big as Fox Sports. Someday we will be. But what we can do, since we're the little guys on the block, we could take care of the little guys in the ring. Jahad Tucker, Dylan Price, Keyshawn Davis. Let's see, I can name off a list of other prospects and everything that's coming out, man. It's a bunch of them. But do we know who they are? No. Why? Because media doesn't promote them. They only want to promote the big five. Or hell, whatever number you want to throw in front of it. We only know about Wilder. We only know about Fury. We only know about Spence. We only know about Crawford. We only know about you get the gist of it. You get the gist of it. We only know about them because that's what they put in our face. I want to change that. I want to change that for real because there's too many good guys out here who just want that one chance. That want that one real chance. That's why I have such a problem with Jake Paul and Logan Paul to a lesser degree. I have a problem with them because they're taking those chances away from those fighters that's in that gym, working hard, getting up 4:30 in the morning. 4:30 in the morning just to go do some road work. Taking the nutrition right. Getting in there and sparring. Hurting their knuckles. All this different type of stuff. Going through wraps. Trying to figure out which wrap is comfortable for your hand. All this different type of stuff. But they get overshadowed by star power. Let's make these young brothers stars. We got to do that for our American fighters, whether they black, white, Latino, Asian, whatever. There are fighters. There are children. Let's make them famous. So if there's any other YouTubers out here watching or whatever, let's get together, man. Let's get rid of all the little petty beefs. Let's get rid of all the little silly arguments. And let's come together as a real conglomerate. Let's make boxing great again. I know it's cliche. I know it's a cliche statement. But let's make boxing great again, man. That way, the next time the Olympics rolls around, far as it being here in America, far as when it's, I think it's going to be in LA again. When the Olympics come back, I want everybody to know who these American fighters are. I want everybody to, because you know there was a time when the Olympic fighters and all the Olympic champions, the people who you would root for, was on the cereal boxes. You know, they were in commercials like Sugar Ray doing Sprite, all these different type things. It's not like that no more. It's not like that. Kids used to aspire to be boxers. Now they aspire to be TikTok stars, NFL stars, NBA stars. I'm not knocking that. I'm not knocking that at all. It's just with boxing, it's just you. Most of these people have a complex to where they can't do things on their own. That's what boxing teaches you. Boxing has always been a microcosm of life, in my my humble opinion. You want to find out about life? Look in the boxing ring. Look in those boxing gyms when it's 110 inside the gym, but it's 97 degrees outside. That's adversity. How are you going to get through that? How are you going to get through that and decide to wake up the next day and go back and do it again? That's dedication. You get where I'm going? Microcosm of life. Are you willing to get into that boxing ring and get lumped up? Because let's be honest, the first time anybody gets into a boxing ring, they're not going to automatically be a natural gifted star. They're going to take some lumps. They are. But are you going to take those lumps and come back and work on your craft to where you become a master at it? That shows that you're driven. You know what I'm saying? These are the things that you have to look at. These are the things that you have to notice. And boxing teaches that. Discipline. Discipline is a key thing. And a lot of fighters, I can say this, a lot of fighters now don't have discipline. If you remember in the old days, a lot of heavyweights were not overweight and obese. Heavyweights were cut. These were the quote unquote Greek gods that we aspired to be. Heavyweights, Mike Tyson, Leon Spinks, Larry Holmes. These brothers were cut. Evander Holyfield, Lennox Lewis. These brothers were cut. Tommy Morrison, cut. But then we got into a different, we stranded away from that. To where just being big equaled being great. While other countries, their heavyweights were in phenomenal shape. The only one I can speak of that's a little flabby, but he has superior skill, is a Tyson Fury. But other than that, you look at the Usyk. You look at, Anthony Joshua. These brothers are in shape. And I'm glad we're getting back to that. Right now, the only flabby heavyweight really is Tyson Fury. That's what I'm saying. Microcosm of life, health, wellness. Tyson Fury took off because he was not mentally well. Get your mind right. Health and wellness, mind, body, and spirit. You have to have all those things in line to be great in life and in the ring. Something else we got to stop doing in this media, this media that we're on right now, this YouTube media and these boxing streets. We need to stop making excuses for these fighters. We need to stop it. And I know it sounds like I'm preaching or, just talking bad to everybody, but no, I've noticed this. I've only been doing this on my own for about 5-6 months now. But I've watched over the years. There's so many built-in excuses for a fighter that you love to where you cannot be objective. I love Deontay Wilder. He's the home team. He's an American fighter. I want him to be great. I want him to be an undisputed heavyweight champion. But I can tell the truth about Deontay Wilder. Deontay Wilder does not have superb boxing skills. He barely has boxing skills. Old Deontay, with the nappy fro, had phenomenal boxing. Not like phenomenal, but he was at least willing to throw his jab. He was willing to put his jab out there as a blinder to set up that right hand. But here's the thing. He had power in both hands back then. He truly did. Earl Spence. How do we let him off the hook for not fighting Bud Crawford? Yes, he had an accident. Yes, he did. I get that. Prayers went out to him and his family, and I wished him a speedy and healthy recovery. But when do you get brownie points? Like, where do you get brownie points for being a duck? Come on now. Where do you get brownie points for basically avoiding high-level competition? Yes, you took on Sean Porter. You didn't look good. Yes, you took on Mikey Garcia. You didn't look good. How is it that you could get in the ring with somebody who came up in weight to fight you and you couldn't put him down? Yes, he said that you hit hard. Yes, he said that you were one of his toughest opponents. But how come the bigger man could not put down the smaller man? It's only so long that you could use the car accident excuse for him. Honestly, and it was told to me, he does not care about the fans. Not really, because we're not in the ring with him. And that's fair. That's fair. But if that's the case, you don't care about legacy either, because the fans, not the media, are the ones who hold your legacy in their hands. Let's be real about it. Bud. I love Bud. But he's had 2 or 3 opportunities to get away from Top Rank. He's had about 2 or 3 opportunities to leave Top Rank because he says that he wants to fight the best while he's still the best. But if you've had these opportunities to leave Top Rank, why are you still with Top Rank? I love Bud. Like I said, I love these fighters, but I can also be objective about these fighters. What's good, Slick? We have to. This is our job. This is our charge. Be objective. Tell the truth. Tell the hard truth when nobody wants to tell it or when nobody wants to hear it. You still have to tell it because at the end of the day, the truth is the truth. It's undisputed. Another truth, another hard truth. What makes you pound for pound number 1? Is it pay-per-view buys or is it your career accolades? Why does the media control pound for pound? Why don't the people control pound for pound? Question. Sean Porter, we know you are a good fighter. We know you a dog in the ring. We know you're a dog in the ring. And I love you to death. You're one of my most favorite boxers to watch right now. I love watching a Sean Porter fight because I know it is going to be exciting. But why do you lose when it comes to higher levels in competition? I know you give it your all. I know you do. I know for a fact you do. I know you put in the time, the work, the effort, everything. But why are you always a victim of circumstance? Keith Thurman, you are one technical, slick brother, and I love you. You have a beautiful family, beautiful wife, everything a man could dream for. Why do you always let your mouth get you in trouble? Why? Adrian Broner, I think you are one of the most misunderstood boxers alive right now. I think you are one of the most misunderstood. I think that people, if they actually got the chance to sit down and talk to Adrian instead of AB, they would like you a lot more. They would understand you a lot more. Why do you have to have your persona be your actual character? Why? Why? It's stopping you from the bag. Jamal and Jermell Charlo, the twins. I love you guys. I do. But sometimes you're delusional. You are extremely delusional. A lot of the things that you think go on in the ring are not going on in the ring. A lot of the times, you're more lucky than you are good. And I say that out of love. Because I can only speak love. And to speak love is to tell the truth. Who else? That's pretty much it. Gervonta, young brother, I love you to death. I wish you all the success in the world. I pray every day that you come to some kind of mental stability to where you can realize that you're getting used. Yes, you're getting used, but it's also working in your favor. That is true. I can't argue that. I can't argue that because that's a fact. But you're getting used nonetheless. Why can't you go independent, man? You're big enough. You're making enough money. Start your own. Tank Productions, War Tank Productions. Start that. Promotions, I'm sorry. Do that. You start signing fighters. You're making the money. Don't let that street mentality dictate the way that the rest of your life is going to go. You have to be more business minded. You have to be more business savvy. You have to scrutinize the people that you're hanging with. Being real isn't always the best thing to be. Being logical sometimes is better. And that's all I got to say about these boxers. But if anybody has any questions, comments, or concerns, you're more than welcome to hop in. Or, hell, raise a question if you like. Go ahead. I have no problem with it. If you want to debate me or refute any of my points right now, go right ahead. I welcome it. What else is going on in the boxing world? Oh, yeah. There's things going around saying that Anthony Joshua is fake, that he displays fake humility. And I say, duh. He's a damn fighter. He's a damn fighter. Of course he's going to display fake humility. Yes, he wants to lull you in. He wants to lull you to sleep, thinking that he's a really nice guy and get in there and whoop your ass. That's boxing. How are people upset about that? I don't get that. I don't get that either. Yes, he's trying to butter up everybody and all these different type of things, but that's just a common boxing mind trick. It's been going on since the sport got big, y'all. Leave that alone. Let's see. Oh, more shit about Canelo Alvarez and Caleb Plant. I'm so tired of these two, man. I don't know who I'm more tired of right now. I don't know if I'm more sick of Tyson Fury and Deontay Wilder or Caleb Plant and Canelo Alvarez. You're right, Rob. Pacquiao lulls you asleep with the nice guy routine. Yes, he's a phenomenal fighter. I like him. I like his style. All this stuff. And get in there and put hands on you. Everything that he said was your greatest asset, you think is your greatest asset, but it's your greatest weakness. That's exactly what Pacquiao does to you. And I love Pacquiao for that because it makes boxing fun. It makes boxing good. Oh, also, while I'm talking about Pacquiao did something, y'all. He turned down his appeal, or he motioned to get the appeal stopped. So Ugas is still champion. So did Keith just play himself? Did Keith just play himself? I'm thinking, yes. All he had to do was be patient, but he didn't know. He didn't know. And I don't blame him for that. But he didn't know. I think Keith just played himself. I believe that if Keith Thurman would have got in the ring with Ugas, I think Keith would have won. It hurts me to say that because anybody who knows me knows that I am a Ugas fan. But like I said, link is in the chat. Anybody want to hop on? Exclusive news, Slick, Rob, anybody that's ghost watching, you want to hop in? Keith played himself twice. Whoa. Poor Keith. You know, Keith is starting to become a sympathy figure for me, man. How do you go from world champion on top of the world to dang near being a gatekeeper for the division? Whoa. Life is cold. All right. What else is going on, y'all? What else is going on? Oh, yeah. Somebody gave Manny Pacquiao a puppy worth over, I think it's between $3,000 or $6,000. And this motherfucker had the nerve to name the puppy Earl. That's what he does. The last time somebody gave him a dog, he named it Keith right after he beat him, or right before he beat him. So is this one of them omen things to where every time somebody gives Manny Pacquiao a dog and he names it after his opponent, he goes in there and demolishes him? I don't know. But we'll see. But you know what? That's all the time hold on. Mr. Z.
What's going on, Polo?
What's good, man?
I'm just sitting there supporting, man, and agreeing with everything you say. You are speaking facts tonight.
Facts sometimes go over people's heads, man. Sometimes people don't like to hear the facts.
Right.
Sometimes they like the sugar instead of the medicine.
Right, exactly.
Oh my God, what's going on with you?
Man, ain't nothing too much. I jumped in at the point where you talking about Keith, who I feel values himself more than I think you should.
Man.
more along with this Teofimo Lopez thing. When you bet on yourself, I guess is this a thing, or maybe I'm saying it right or wrong? Is it a thing when keeping it real goes wrong?
Man, that's a perfect example of when keeping it real goes wrong. I mean, yes, there's nothing wrong with you taking a chance and betting on yourself, leveraging your own, leveraging your future on you. There's nothing wrong with that. It's just you got to have backing when you do something. When you do some things, you got to have a plan B.
And like I say, in the TO thing, I think it just was too early with that. I would at least swept the division or you had a major win against Loma. Put a couple of those together, get like 3 in a row. Nah, you want to bet on yourself. You get what I'm saying? Let people see it wasn't a fluke. Especially when the word was out there saying, oh, Loma shoulder was hurt.
So you're saying that he should have went ahead and gave Loma his rematch. And if he would have beat him twice, then leverage yourself. Because you beat somebody that's on the pound for pound list twice, who they had number 1.
Right.
I see that. I could agree with that.
You gotta have. Not to interrupt you, but I feel like you should have string a couple of these together. Then you bet on yourself and tell Bob, okay, I'm worth this. You get what I'm saying? Now, if Triller gives up the fight and he drops it, Eddie is not going to take it because he was second. It's going right back to Bob. You could have fought since February. You would have had 2 fights by now.
These are all facts. I can't argue facts.
Now you got Keith Thurman. Okay, word have it. Okay, he's supposed to fight Ugas. Mm-hmm. He didn't want to fight Ugas. He wanted to fight for a scrap. He didn't know Ugas was gonna have the scrap or not. Okay, word didn't hit the internet that Pacquiao, due to the WBA having 3 to 6 months of time to evaluate the case being brought by Pacquiao that he shouldn't have been stripped. It would have been after the fight, so Pacquiao don't even care anymore. So he let it go. Okay, you talked yourself out that fight, and then he was supposed to fight the young man, Mr. Gervonta Davis. He priced himself out of that fight. Now you had nobody to fight.
Damn. I feel bad for T.O. I do. Let me explain why.
I don't.
I feel bad for the man because he took a chance, man. But in life, sometimes you take a chance and it doesn't always pan out. But what is your plan B? It seems like he took this chance without having a plan B.
Right. But he when this all went down after he beat Loma, he was like, put me in MSG. I want to be in MSG. I want to go home. Dude, you wouldn't even sold out the Hulu theater of MSG, much less the real MSG. Come on, man. Seriously. Yeah. You're not that dude. Not yet. You have potential. Come on, let's be honest, bro. I mean, there's a lot of fighters out there that I feel, and this is a conversation we can start right now, that I feel that's over-evaluating themselves. Like, no shot, love Bud to death. Terrence Crawford had the quote, "Oh, I could have stepped in there and me and Pacquiao would have been just as big." I don't know, but because when you talk pay-per-view and you talk T-Mobile Arena, 18 or 20,000, that means you appeal to the casual fan. And let's take a weigh on this. Of the casual fan, that's not speaking of you, Polo, Slick, me, a few people in the chat. Who would they know more? Errol Spence or Terrence Crawford?
Oh, that's a tough judgment. It really is.
Because I know I just seen Errol's last fight was in Texas Stadium. And it looked pretty full. Now, a lot of people were saying, "Oh, Texas is predominantly Mexican. Garcia brought all them people," but I mean, Errol's last 2 fights was in Texas Stadium, and it looked pretty full.
Oh well,
do we take away that because he's from Dallas?
You have to, actually, because if you look at where they have it at the Cornhusker Arena in Omaha, it's pretty packed, and I know that holds about, I want to say, between 15 to 16,000 people, and that's usually packed for a Bud fight, but that's because he's from there,
right?
So, are Earl's actual pay-per-view buys in an audience only because he's from Texas? I mean, we got to think about that, because if you look at the numbers over his past few pay-per-views, his numbers are down. They've been on a steady decline.
Okay, because a lot of the real boxer fans are upset that who he's fighting.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Nobody wanted to see him and Garcia, but they gave him that because that was supposed to be the comeback fight. See how he looked after the accident. Okay. So, but I'm speaking of this, and just to get y'all opinion, and like I said, just for conversation at this point. Walking down the street, who would be able to and who would not be able to out of Earl and Terrence Crawford? And that's why I'm saying I'm reaching out to the casual fan. Who would know these guys just walking down the street? Because to me,
neither of them.
But because to me, this is crazy to say. I don't think Gervonta Davis can walk down the street.
No, that young man cannot walk down the street. I'll give you that. I will give you that. He can't. But
that's what I'm saying. That's pay-per-view. That's appealing to the casual fan.
Oh,
and that's where your sales show up. Because I think Teal, nothing against Teal. I mean, great fighter, but he can walk up and down my street any day. Nobody won't touch him.
But that speaks to a issue that I have.
Okay,
who's actually marketing these fighters?
Well, Bob already came out and told you it's day. You got to sell the fights damn self to me. So and credit to Bob. Credit Bob. Let me get this out. Bob really has never been the Don King of this. He just put it together, get you a venue, and y'all work it from there. Be honest. We all watch 4 Kings.
That's true. I can't argue with facts. I can't. You win.
I got it.
Argue with facts.
I got something to say. He may not pull the strings. He let everybody else handle the business. But if it don't go right, it fall back on him. And if strings need to be pulled, he can't pull them.
True.
Now, when you say screens, like what you mean?
Like you say, you watch 4 Kings, right?
Right.
The damn congressman called and said, "You better get Hagler a fight, or we gonna look into you." What that man say? If need be, I agree with you that what's the other guy? It ain't just Bob. Bob is somebody else. He always say, "I'll let you talk to it." I can't remember his dude's name, right? But he let other people handle the business. You know what I'm saying? But if need be, he step in, and if he open his mouth, he can make it happen.
But Slick, I got an answer for that. Mm-hmm. That was because his fighter was the one that was wanted. I think the table had turned on Bob because PBC looked like they got the power. All their fighters are the hunted.
Well, they're the hunted. Well, you got that right. I give you that they're the necessary smoke that you need to build a fighter right now.
Exactly.
But
it's not. At one time, as we were talking, Bob had the power, and so it may have taken a congressman to make Bob move. Now Bob trying to move Bob, because I believe this right now. Bob would make a Errol Spence, Terrence Crawford fight. But guess what? Errol gonna say? Oh, shoot, you ain't gonna see me nowhere if I ain't got 70. If my cutting in the 70s, there's no way.
Yeah, but boy even said he was pricing himself out. Al Hammond.
Exactly, but Al can't control that. Al just a promoter.
Yeah.
Errol got his management and he got his team. It's like the same thing going on with Rolly right now. All Floyd can say, okay, I ain't no problem with him fighting Devin Haney, but it's still on Rolly and his manager to sign the paperwork. Right. Like Floyd even came out, I can't make him fight.
Right, but I had. That's where it needs to be. Okay, I remember when PBC first hit, they had fighters fighting like 2-3 times. You know what I'm saying? A year.
Right.
To make a name. And that was their credibility that you're going to see the star fighters fighting again. You know what I'm saying? You're going to see the boxers you won't box again. You know what I'm saying? I don't know how the contracts are drawn up or whatnot, but that should be in there, bro, that you can't just be holding. At some point, when are these champions going to be held accountable for holding out?
Well, I think that goes with Al giving his fighters independence that Bob doesn't have. Because I'm going to tell you something. You are guaranteed within a 9 to 12 month period going to see Bud and Loma and Josh Taylor, Top Rank's biggest fighters on ESPN. You're going to see every single one of the top 3 dogs on ESPN, point blank. I don't care if they fight the tomato can or not.
Right.
So the only one that did try to hold out from not fulfilling his top rank obligation with ESPN was Bud. And that was against the Kell Brook fight. That he didn't sign that fight until 3 to 4 weeks before the fight was even done.
Right.
And Bob was going to seriously fine him for that. But see, that fine is not in effect for Eddie Hearn's Matchroom fighters and the Zone fighters and Al Hammond's PBC fighters. Because especially with Eddie Hearn, you almost like a free agent with him.
Yeah.
You get to negotiate and he get the match. If he can't match you, you gone.
Right. Huh? But I think he like it like that though.
Right.
I think he like it like that. You're not restricted him, but he make more money that way. Freelance people.
Yeah, he get his cut anyway.
Yeah. I think he liked it anyways, but maybe it's time for a new era of boxing come in, but then it's gonna be a slippery slope of like the whole WBA thing going on right now. Old boy bought the Armory. Dude who bought the Armory is a promoter himself, and you know it's gonna turn to like UFC almost. You know what I'm saying? One guy paying everybody, and he your boss. It's gonna be hard. But before I keep going, I was trying to get in when you were saying the Bud. Y'all was talking about Bud and Earl, and Bud said that he would have made just as much money as Earl would have made, right?
No, he said the fight would have been just as big, is what he said.
I think it would have if he would have got the chance to fight him when he was supposed to fight him.
In Dubai.
When he was coming off of the Undisputed, dropping the belts, and they were still both on Top Rank. You know, that should have happened.
Oh, you talking about way before. Okay, I got it.
Right. When people knew who Bud was, then wasn't that talking about what Bud did and all. Everybody knew who the Undisputed Champ was, and he was calling out Bud he was calling out Pacquiao since then.
Right.
You know, so if it would have, he was calling him out before he was undisputed. So, and he worked his way up, and then Bob opened his mouth and said that me and Pacquiao are very good friends. I don't want to see my friend hurt. That was the first initial excuse of why that fight didn't happen.
Right.
Then it came out, Bob changed the story, said he didn't think it was interesting, wasn't going to sell, and the money went there. And you know what I'm saying? Now, if he would have got a chance to fight Pacquiao, I think it would have been just as large.
Yeah.
That's what I think.
I've said this on this platform before, and I'll say it again. The reason why Pacquiao ended up on PBC, he was promised a Mayweather 2.
Right.
When he see that Mayweather wasn't about to smoke, he was officially retired. He couldn't get sanctioned anymore by any doctor nowhere in the United States with his hands. Al was scrambling to get him somebody. Al did find somebody. He found Errol Spence. Pacquiao happy. Errol happy. Al happy. There we go.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So, because like I say, Errol was supposed to be fighting Ugas.
For real.
Honestly, Pacquiao's supposed to be fighting Ugas.
Who?
Pacquiao's supposed to be fighting.
Who was trying to get his stuff back, to get his belt back.
But it was promised to Pacquiao before he put pen to the pad to PBC. I will get you another $100 million fight. Now, this is not $100 million fight, but it's damn close. So Al can do 2 + 2, 1 + 1, whatever. That man need to make his $100 million before he say bye. So this is why they kind of holding out. They want to see the end receipts, how everything, all the cuts and all the money gonna drop at the end of all this to see if he's gonna fight again. If it's getting anywhere close to the $100 million, which I don't see it because I'm in Vegas and don't see the promotion for this fight. Usually you see commercials on TV.
Yeah, they would.
Come down to the T-Mobile next weekend. It's going down.
The only commercials I see is on Fox. That's it. And they barely show them on there.
Right. I mean, they not even radio commercials when you ride through Vegas listening to the radio. So we hearing more commercials for SummerSlam than the fight.
Yeah, that's crazy.
So I don't think this cut gonna go good. He may see maybe 40, maybe 50 million. I think Pacquiao is gonna fight again.
If he do, it's gonna be Bud.
It have to be Bud. That's the only one that could get him the other half that he's trying to seek before he get out the game.
And that would give Earl the perfect scapegoat. I'm not gonna sit around and wait on Bud. I'm going up to 154.
Oof.
It would. It'd be the perfect scapegoat. What could you say to that? You can't expect him to wait.
Because like I said,
happen though. Because like I said,
before this Earl came about, everybody knew Pacquiao was gonna fight Conor McGregor. That was gonna wait a way Al was gonna usher him this $100 million.
Right, exactly. Until Conor got his ass whooped.
Right.
And that went out the water. Exactly. That people act like they forgot about that. Then also Ryan opened his mouth, and that was never supposed to happen. You know,
whatever. Well, yeah, no. Ryan just talking out his ass. Ryan talking out his ass to this day.
He threw
if him and JoJo Diaz gonna get down, they need to just go ahead and sign.
For real. And I'd like to see that. I ain't gonna say. But wouldn't that be crazy? 2 dudes fighting for a mandatory that pose to fight Devin Haney. Ain't that crazy? This would be the second time this has happened. Ryan Garcia was fighting old boy that he whooped on that could end up, if dude would have won, he'd ended up Devin Haney's mandatory. Ryan won, ended up Devin Haney's mandatory, said, no, I won't fight you right now. Start belling out talking about he supposed to fight Pacquiao. Now this dude, Ryan Garcia, is going to fight JoJo. JoJo is Devin Haney's mandatory. And that's crazy, bro. Like,
jeez.
Crazy, man.
Like, how is they even letting that happen?
But the question is, okay, after JoJo Diaz, where you go to now, Ryan?
Right. That's what I'm saying. Either way, one of them gonna have to fight that man, bro.
You want 50-50 with Tank? Florida ain't giving you 50-50.
Nah, hell no. Hell no. Then on top of it, like, what kills me, the minute Devin Haney get that perfect fight, then all of them gonna want to fight. All of them gonna want. Oh, I'm gonna activate. No, you ain't my mandatory no more. Too late. You know what I'm saying? That's why I'm like, no, bro.
That's how it was when the rumors of him and Loma from last week.
And then that too, because it's Teofimo shenanigans that messed up that fight in December. That's a wrap. if they was trying to intervene with that fight that they got lined up for Lomo, that's a wrap now.
Oh no, I think Loma's back with Coleman now. I mean, it's
right, but he was
to the point. Yeah,
he was trying to intervene with like hurry up and fight, intervene because if he got done and said he could fight in December, they would have made that happen.
Man, y'all know what I think.
But now you don't got a chance to do it. You see what I'm saying?
Y'all want to know my opinion on this? Yeah, you can bank this and y'all can timestamp this. Remember that October 23rd date that Bud had in Vegas against this other guy? That's gonna be T.O. and Cambosis.
Mm-hmm.
On ESPN, where it belongs.
Yep.
That's it.
Get it over with.
Get it over
with. It needs to just be over with, bro. For real. Cambosis ain't gonna pull out because that's the most money he ever made. He ain't gonna lose out on that $2 million.
No.
So he's not gonna pull out this fight.
So,
win or lose, he getting his money. He ain't letting that. I wouldn't either. I ain't gonna stunt.
There you have it. There you have it. ESPN, October 23rd. That should be it.
Right.
You already got the MGM Grand booked already to the 23rd.
Mm-hmm.
Put them in there and then go ahead and throw your Sean Porter, Bud together for November, and in out December with Loma. All right, top rank done for the year.
Right.
That's
start lining up some big fights at the beginning of the year. Around Cinco de Mayo and all that shit. You know what I'm saying?
Oh yeah, with T.O. be back in effect by then.
Matter of fact, have Josh Taylor fight on St. Patrick's Day.
That would be dope, but he gonna be over there in
Scotland.
I think he fight the beginning of the year.
He fight in October.
That's right. It is.
He got to fight his mandatory.
Yeah, then we gonna wait and see if Bud gonna go over there and fight him.
Right.
That would be dope. Next year. He fight on St. Patrick's Day.
But I don't see the point. I don't see the point of Bud fighting him. I just don't. He ain't fighting for no belts. He not going down, dude, coming up. So
he'll be fighting for Bud belt.
Right. I ain't about to know for what. What makes him worthy of that?
Well, he's undisputed. I mean,
he ain't. No, he's not. He's undisputed at 140.
Yes, he's undisputed at 140. So he's moving up. So he should have at least first dibs on a title shot.
Then it shouldn't be. No weight classes in it. He can't go down and say I deserve a shot at that.
You're right. Can't argue facts. Can't argue facts. And I refuse to argue.
That's all. No. I'm just saying. I don't see the point of it. Personally, I think boy gonna embarrass himself. But to think that you gonna come up to 147, snatch a belt from that man, you understand me, and then hold 140. What is he gonna do? He ain't even said what he's gonna do. Is he finna stay in 147? Is he finna let the belts go?
Well, I may have an answer for this. Because I'm gonna tell y'all something. That name, I want everybody to keep that in their mind and write it down. Mr. Josh Taylor. He has an interesting turn. He has a fork in the road, as we want to say for 2022. Either he can go right to Terrence Bud Crawford, fight at 147, or he can go left, 140 against Gervonta Davis.
Right. That would make more sense. That would make more sense, though. To me, it would.
And rumor has it, Mayweather has contacted Aaron about that fight.
Yeah, I mean, that would make more sense, though. It would make more sense for them to fight. And then he got other fighters at 140 he could fight, too, though.
He could give Ramirez a rematch.
Huh?
He could give Ramirez a rematch.
I don't think he gonna want to do that, though. I think for me watching that fight the second time I watched it, bro, it was just like Ramirez was having an off night.
Well, he could give Regis Progress a fight.
I would like to see that.
Mm-hmm.
And I'll even get that a fair shake. That's a fair fight right there. Mm-hmm. But I think Ramirez was just having an off night, bro. I watched it. It was so many times like, what are you doing? Why are you just standing there? Why are you Like, you know what I'm saying? I think and he ain't complain about it is what it is, but I would like to see a round 2 on that, but I don't think he gonna give it to him.
Bob ain't gonna let that happen.
Hell no. Because it wasn't nobody going for Josh. Everybody was going for Ramirez. That night, that didn't look like him. But it is, like I said, that's boxing, though. We ain't in the ring with him. He might have felt Josh might got some power that we don't know about. He was like, what the heck?
Nah,
you know
they got another scenario I can see going on.
What was that?
I can see Bud and I can see Bob Arum doing something in Scotland with Bud and Josh. Josh robbing Bud. And then Arum making the Javante Josh fight. Now that would be super.
Now, that's why I said that. Remember I was saying if Bud last fight is against Josh, I said he better not go out the country and fight. That's the same thing that man did to Pacquiao, bro. Sit that man over on his last fight, and that man got robbed. There's no way, bro. There is no way. I was like, Bud better not go out the country. You're not gonna get a first shake on that joint.
So, ladies and gentlemen, you look at that summer 2022 with the 130, 135, 140, Javante Davis title holder versus the undisputed 140, 147 IBF champ. They gonna have some fuck. They gonna need help with that.
That's gonna be crazy, bro. That's gonna be crazy.
Damn.
That'd be nice. That competition.
Fighting that 140.
Damn.
But it make more sense for him to fight Tank.
Do y'all smell the money in the air for that fight?
Oh my God, that'd be boy. That'd be ridiculous.
And all he have to do is just rob Bud just to make this just to complete the puzzle.
And they would not hesitate to do it.
Just to complete the puzzle.
Man,
they would not hesitate to do it. That's why I'd be like, man, dude. Like I said, that nigga Pacquiao said, "Oh, I'm leaving." Oh yeah, okay. You owe us a fight. We're sending you over there to his house. You know what I'm saying? Like what? we agreed to send you to his house. Like, nah, the hell with that.
You know, Mayweather ain't put him in the ring with Bud.
Nah. Hell no.
So, hey, Bob, get that belt from him, put it on your boy, and we meet summer 2022.
That'd be boy.
But first, he got to make it through Sean.
Yeah.
He got to make it through Sean first.
Got to get through Sean.
Y'all may have to rewind this live.
I mean, Sean's not a pushover, so
Sean's not a pushover, but
that's gonna be one for
outlast him.
Huh?
I think Bud can outlast him to get that.
I got Bud winning, but it's gonna be a hard fight, boy. That's gonna be crazy. We talking about two styles that's polar opposites. It's gonna be a banging scenario. I'm talking about.
Nah, if this man
Sean with leaping hooks, rushing that man, Bud fighting on backwards, trying to keep the jab out there to keep him up off of it. You know what I'm saying? It's gonna be crazy.
But if this man sleeps him, bro, guess what? I'll stand up, take my hand off the Bud.
But if Bud sleeps Sean, he ain't got to say nothing. The public gonna say, "Earl, ball in your court."
Because everybody said the same thing when he fought Kell Brook. Oh man, this is Bud's biggest fight. Oh, they're gonna be tough. That nigga be quick working that man.
Quick work. Then they gonna say, well, he was damaged goods. I said that same thing over there on H Money. They were saying that, well, he was damaged goods. I said, okay, if he was damaged good when Bud fought him, he sure was damaged good when Earl fought him.
Mm-hmm.
Triple G broke the other orbital bone. Y'all can't be playing games like that.
Fair is fair.
Well, like I said, man, everybody, we playing scenarios. These scenarios can happen. Y'all just stay tuned. But hey, fellas, next week is it. Y'all been talking about it for 2 months.
Yes, sir. Yes,
This is it.
sir.
Errol Spence is officially in Las Vegas. Manny Pacquiao be here by this weekend, y'all.
Yeah. But before we leave that subject, the one thing we haven't said, this is what boxing's supposed to be. To have these two guys fight instead of worried about fighting the champion. This is how you know who's worthy. We got Sean Porter fighting Bud Crawford. These guys holding out to fight somebody big, they should be fighting each other. Where it's undoubtable that you should get that shot.
Mm-hmm.
You get what I'm saying? They should be fighting each other. Andrade and all them and all Golovkin and Charlo and all them. While they waiting who's gonna win the sweepstakes to fight Canelo, they should be fighting each other. You see what I'm saying? Earn your keep. You know what I mean? So hopefully this is the beginning of that. You know what I mean? Keep it going. So. That's why y'all the top. I'm just saying because that's why they the top 5. You want to see your top 5, go at it. Right? You don't want to see them constantly holding out, fighting tomato cans to fight the big dog. You know what I'm saying? Make it undeniable. You feel me? Make it undeniable. I bet. Okay, I ain't worried about you right now, Sean. Let's bang. All right, bet Thurman. Let's bang. Hey, you come back down, Danny. Let's bang. Hey, Mikey, didn't you fight that nigga that one time? Hey, let me show him how he should have did you. Come here, Mikey. Hey, you know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. Do it like that.
I agree with that. I do.
You know, they all should be fighting each other, bro.
It's not gonna happen, and this is the reason why. There's this boxing independence going on, kicked off by Floyd Money Mayweather, and now it's being carried on to like a parade by Mr. Canelo Alvarez. Yeah. And everybody is looking at him saying, I can do that.
But that's the thing. Canelo actually earned that, though.
But
Canelo's
feel like...
Go ahead.
No, I was just saying, they feel like Canelo's no better than them.
Well, that's how Errol feel. They can't think like that because you watch Mayweather. People don't understand the work Mayweather put in to actually be able to say, I'm the A side. Nope. I'm getting this money. Nope. You ain't getting this fight unless you pay me. Nope. Now I'm making y'all all this money. Nope. Canelo went through hell and fire back. He was a star. He got sat on his ass. Then he elevated his game. You know what I'm saying? And constantly showing and improving. Now, this little game he playing with, this little lottery shit, I don't like that. If I was Khalid playing, I ain't gonna lie, I'd be like, you know what? I don't even want to fight you, chump. You know what I'm saying? That's just me, because now you trying to bring Better BV in the conversation and talking about changing the date and all this crap. Man, I'd be like, look, come back at me when you ready. You know what I'm saying? I ain't finna keep chasing you, bro. You need my belt. You know, that's how I feel. But Canelo, all these other people, Earl and all them, I don't think they had a right to say that. That man built that career he got, bro.
Yes, he did.
He built it.
I agree. But they don't feel like that, Slick.
I know they don't, but he didn't just, you can't fight 5 dudes, bro, and think you just supposed to be like Canelo, bro. Go look at Canelo record, man. Canelo fought hella cats.
But hold up, bro.
Whether they were tomato cans or not, he's a fighting nigga. You know what I'm saying? Like,
I understand, but check this out. They got a little dude, 25, 26 years old, doing it.
Who?
Mr. Devontae Davis. He picking, he choosing, he getting his money, he doing what he want to do.
Right,
with the direction of Big Uncle on his side.
There you go. With his team doing that, but that ain't gonna last long because people gonna start calling them out on it.
Yes, they are. Because I would, and I would.
Like I said, you can't. Me too. And I'm talking about boxers gonna start calling out on it because at the end of the day, what Mayweather did it's not often. You saw Sugar Ray Leonard do it. You know what I'm saying? You know, he picked his fighters and all that stuff. You know, you go look at his resume. He fought a lot of great boxers, but there was some fights where like he wouldn't take. You know what I'm saying? I'm not fighting that dude. I'm not doing that. No, I'm not getting a ring. And Hagler was one of them. Like, no, I'm not gonna do it. He waited till Hagler got old and then got on him. You see what I'm saying? And then and arguably he still lost that fight. You know what I'm saying? So like, and then you got what's that? Maybe 10, 15, 20 years later, you get another cat that does the same thing. You know what I'm saying? Boom.
What's good, B?
Then you get almost at the end of Mayweather's career, you get Canelo. Mayweather put on one of the most masterful performances you've seen almost out of his whole career against a young lion. That young lion learns, but he doesn't go right ahead and say, "I want the money Mayweather." He keeps on grinding. Mm-hmm. About 6 years after that fight, then he gets to the pinnacle making big money, and then about 2 more years after that, goddamn, he's like, "Look, I'm killing everybody out here. I think I deserve that now." Because one thing you could say about Canelo, it ain't that he lost, it's who he lost to. He didn't lose to Billy Joe Saunders. He lost to Mayweather. He lost to a legend.
Right.
So you understand what I'm saying? Like it's like, dang, like, okay, dude, I was young. Do you know who I was fighting when I lost, dude? I probably shouldn't have been in the ring with him because I believe I was set up. You remember what old boy was talking? What's his name? Golden Boy Promotions.
Della Hoya.
Yeah, Della Hoya's like, he gonna whoop Mayweather ass. He gonna beat Mayweather. He just wants some revenge on Mayweather somehow. He stuck that poor boy in there with him because he wasn't ready.
Sorry for Ryan Garcia.
You know, right?
Hey, Ryan look ready. Ryan looks ready.
All right.
Ryan hit hard. I ain't gonna stop looking at him hit that bag. I said that little skinny dude hit hard, boy.
And he's accurate.
Yeah, he hard.
It's gonna be the battle of the nephews.
Right.
Versus Ryan.
Hey, but you know what? I wouldn't be shocked if that turned out to be an actually great fight, though. I wouldn't. It just reminded me of like what you kind of say. You got the rough cat that they was trying to promote. Remember when Mayweather first came out, they was saying from Flint, Michigan. That dude they were never boxing out of Flint, Michigan. That dude was big gone. But they would say from Flint, Michigan. And then but you got De La Hoya, the pretty boy. That's what it looked like, don't it? You got boy, you know, where he from? Baltimore. And then you got Ryan Garcia, the pretty boy again.
Los Angeles.
You know what I'm saying? It's like a rebirth, like a rematch in a sense. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, but I'm gonna tell y'all that's gonna be a trilogy.
That'd be crazy.
Them two gonna rumble more than once.
Yeah, I
don't see that happening.
Oh, I do.
Well, I see at least
the first one gonna be so much money. It's gotta be a two.
Yeah, I think it's at least gonna be twice because one thing I can say that to go, everybody talking about, that boy got back up. That boy got back up from the hit. But what I liked, I saw, you swing at me, I'm finna give you 2-3 of them back. Yeah. That's one thing that I liked when I saw Ryan. I said, damn, that boy fast. He said, did you hit me? Hold on. Let me show you something. You know, so I liked that. You know what I'm saying? So that's something I could see Tank trying to drop down on him, and he back up. Especially if he learn at least how to jab, taking 2-3 steps back, it's gonna be a long night. You know, he gotta take his chin out the air. You know what I'm saying? Take his chin out the air and learn how to fight his height. It'll be a long night. It'll be a long night, bro.
Can't argue with facts.
Because he has heart. The heart is there. He training with the right people.
He's not scared.
No, he's not. Ryan not scared.
And he's not intimidated.
Right, and he training with the right people. You know, that's something I didn't understand. He training with Canelo and them, but he would go, boy. That's weird. Because he hate Canelo.
Andy Ruiz is not signed with Canelo.
No, he trained with him.
PBC.
He trains with
him. But he trains with him.
Yeah. So, I mean, if you're a Latin-speaking American, I mean, wouldn't it behoove you to train with Canelo, the person who is on top?
Well, I say it is 2-time trainer of the year. Oh boy, on his way being the next Freddie Roach. If he can make everybody a champion that he's been touching,
yeah,
that'd be ridiculous, bro. He make Ryan a champion. You know what I'm saying? Then Ruiz get a belt. He would be the Mexican version of Freddie Roach.
I can't argue with that. See, that brings up another issue, and I hate to keep bringing race into things, but who's a boxer right now that's really reputable like that on the African American side, to where he can just have just a bunch of people from different promotions wanting to come train with him.
Well, that's Mayweather.
Yeah.
Active.
Oh, active? Ooh, good question.
Well, it's kind of in retrospect. See, that's two different walks of life, man. One thing about it there was a few. Roy Jones, like with his father, went to another trainer. You know what I'm saying? He did it. He did what was right. Got a better trainer, and he elevated his game to the next level. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
But it's very few of us that would do it because a lot of us have the big head.
Mm-hmm.
Well, who you was? Go ahead, Slick. I'm gonna let you finish.
I'm saying one thing about Mexican boxers, they eat, sleep, shit boxing, bro. Like seriously, they do. American boxers see glitter and glamour. You know what I'm saying? They like, ooh. Then once they get it, they feel like they achieved. One thing, like one of my favorite Mexican boxers, Carlos Balderman. The dude said he still had even though he had money, he still had nightmares of pushing that goddamn cart, selling fucking cotton candy and shit. And he said, I ain't going back. That's the difference.
Because I was about to say, I want to see the biggest African American trainer out now. It has to be Derek James.
Oh, hell yeah. Hell yeah.
With the Charlos, Errol. He got a couple of other fighters.
He got trainer of the year, didn't he?
I believe he did.
I think he got trainer of the year.
Did y'all talk about Devin yet? No, not yet. Mr. Haney. What's going on with Mr. Haney, B? What's going on with Mr. Devin? Anybody know what's going on with Devin?
All the outlets saying that somebody's ducking Devin, but I'm hearing that he ain't ducking Devin. So you know what's going to happen with Devin, y'all? The same damn thing that happened between Sean and Bud. The WBC gonna have to step in and order a fight.
Because how your mandatories lead you high and dry, bro, and talking stuff.
All right.
Oh, yeah, man. Hey, he took an L, bro. That ring rust was apparent, and he took an L. He took an L, B. You know what I'm saying?
That's a tough one.
You know what I'm saying? It is what it is. You know what I'm saying? But that's what ring rust do to you when you're inactive, bro. You know what I'm saying? The punches wasn't letting off like he wanted to. They just wasn't as crisp as they once were. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, you're a legend. He gonna be a legend. But the thing is, I don't think he done though. He just gotta get another fight. You know what I'm saying? Like that was the one. Okay, knock the ring rust off. Let's get back in there. That's all. I don't think he's done.
They chose the wrong opponent for him?
Well, that's what they do now. They're not choked. Not. They listen to the fighter more so than the fighter listening to the trainer. Okay. Hey, you want this dude? Okay, we go get him for you. But I don't think you should do this. You know what I'm saying?
Stupid stuff. He should hang him up. I'm not gonna say that, B. I'm not.
No, I don't think he looked good enough to keep going to me. You know what I'm saying?
He looked like he got at least, I want to say, 4 more fights in him.
Yeah, it was just ring rust, bro. He can get some paydays out there. Some paydays for him.
Yeah. Hell, he could be a gatekeeper.
You know what I'm saying? Well, that's what they were saying he was turning into, but I see him holding the belt. It is that he what happened is he wasn't active, bro. You look at the space between his fights. There's no way you gonna stay crisp and clean the type of fighter he is.
That's true. That's true. I have no argument.
But damn right he gonna be a legend. You know what I'm saying? Like, he was not a chump at all. You know what I'm saying? He might not have that much pop, but one of the cleanest boxers I've ever seen, though.
Yeah. Now, Rob, what were you saying about Devin Haney?
Well, like I said, WBC is going to have to step in as they did with Terrence Crawford and Sean Porter and order the damn fight.
Right.
Number one contender versus champion. Mandate this fight is ordered. Y'all can't get together. 30 days, purse bid. That's the only way I see him get in the ring with JoJo Diaz.
Man,
or Ryan Garcia. They're gonna have to order the fight.
Yeah, and they need to order it. That's what
But
they do.
That I think that wouldn't happen. They were saying the WBC would move in. If Devin is not in the ring by February, they will move in and order a Devin Haney, Ryan Garcia, or Devin Haney, JoJo Diaz.
That's too long.
But they got to give it time.
Did Tank give up his belt?
No. Tank still is the title holder for all his belts.
What is that dang on one? What belt he got at 140?
WBO or A? I'm not.
It's WA, but which one though?
It's
we know it's not the main one.
No, it's not even a super. It's like a something else. I don't know what you want to call
it. What is silver belt?
A silver or something? They sure pumped it up like it was a main one, and it's not.
They did that for
Josh
promotion.
got the main one.
Yeah, it's for promotion. Because Josh Taylor got the main one.
He holds belts at 130, 135, and 140. Would be saying so. How is
he has a 140 belt, but what Slick is saying, what 140 belt does he have? Because Josh Taylor has them all. It's not a main one.
I know what that is. That's probably a silver belt.
Yeah, it's probably a silver. Yeah.
Right, because they was boasting it up, boy, like it was the main one. Then I remember we sitting there, I was like, wait a minute, I just thought about something.
Yeah, that was for promotion.
But here's my question. With that being said, if he's holding belts at 130, 135, and 140, how come he's not he doesn't have a mandatory with at least a Lomachenko, a Shakur Stevens, or a Devin Haney?
Well, he probably do got a mandatory. They got to activate it though.
Right.
If Loma ended up being his mandatory, believe me, Loma would have activated that shit. He wouldn't be fighting Comey.
And he don't have all the belts at those things. He just have select belts at each one. Like, let's take 130. Herring has, I guess, the biggest belt. Victor got the main belt at 130.
Okay.
Victor who?
Victor, what's the guy name? Shucks. I don't want to mess it up. The guy that Shakur Stevens was gonna fight other than Herring. He was like he wanted him. Victor Alvar or Ortiz, not Ortiz, but somebody at 130 got a belt that he was like, I need to get that.
I thought Jamel Herring had the main belt though.
Jamel Herring don't have the main belt. He got one of the main belts. Is Jamel Herring and the other dude, the Victor dude?
I could have sworn.
Let me.
That means Jamel at least got the regular title.
Yeah. Yeah, he got one of the main ones at 130. It's like Tank, Jamel, and the Mexican guy. And like I said, no offense, but
Tank,
I forgot his name.
Roger Gutierrez, Chris Colbert, Oscar Valdez.
Oscar Valdez, that's it.
Valdez. Oh, okay, yeah, that's right.
It's Valdez and Herring got the main, and Tank got the main belts at 130. 135 is Devin. I think Tio and somebody else.
It's Tio, Devin, Gervonta, Rolando Romero and Joseph Diaz. Well, JoJo, you know what I'm saying.
JoJo Diaz,
Right.
yeah.
But Gervonta has the regular championship at
135.
At 135. Now at 140, he has the regular champion.
You got like silvers.
He has the silver. He has the silver because other than that, Josh Taylor has the super and all the rest.
Right. But that's the name I kept messing up at 130. Oscar Valdez. That's who Shakur is trying to run through Heron, then get Bob to make the Valdez fight after.
That's gonna be a big ass fight right there.
I don't think right now. I think Tank should give up those belts at 130 and 135 and focus on 140 and 147 because cutting weight has always been an issue for him. Cutting weight has always been a major.
Always, bro. That's why he lost them belts that time because he couldn't make weight.
So he should just focus on 140 and 147 and let other people fight for these belts.
What? Focus on 147?
No, so 140.
I thought you said 147.
He could fight at 147.
Oh, he's gonna meet Bud? Who he gonna fight at 147? He gonna go meet Bud Arrow?
Right. Look, if he goes to 147, I see that the talks between him and Keith Thurman starting back up.
Oh, no. Okay, I'm talking about later on down the line past that 147. Who you think he going to see? Arrow or Bud? It's got to be either one.
I don't know.
You know what Mayweather going to tell you? Nigga, is you crazy?
Yeah. Man, he ain't going to do no fight tomato cans. Up there, he not fighting no.
You know who he's going to fight? You know who he's going to fight?
Who?
Old boy from this past weekend, Gabriel Massatre.
He gonna fight somebody? Yeah, he gonna fight somebody like that. He not finna fuck with nobody in the upper echelon. They too tall, too big, too strong for him.
I can see him fighting Ugas.
No, Ugas to have. Nah, I ain't getting that. I don't see that.
I don't think he gonna let that happen.
I don't see that, bro. That dude too big, too long, too strong, bro. No.
Okay, no. Let's play with this for a while. Polo said 147.
These guys ain't twigs, man.
Okay, let's see. He not gonna fight Sean.
Hell
He
no.
not gonna fight Bud.
Hell no.
He not gonna fight Arrow. He not gonna fight Boots.
Nope.
He not gonna fight.
Definitely hell no. He ain't fighting no.
Are you serious about this 147?
What B said he could fight Adrian? No, they boys.
He'll fight Broner. Oh, Granados.
Or Granados, yeah. He can fight Virgil. I see Virgil fucking him up, though.
I understand.
Oh, shit, Virgil gonna beat the fuck.
He ain't been doing that shit. Just hopping everywhere, boy. That dude do that. That'd be remarkable.
What you think Boots gonna do?
Boots
gonna
outclass the hell out of him. He gonna box him to death.
Well, I saw IG with Boots like, I'm like, good Lord.
Man, Boots is ready, bro.
Well, then Tank's best bet is to stay at 140.
Yep, don't you go no higher.
Don't go higher than that, homie.
140, him and Josh, they around almost same height. You can find people in their same height. Things like that. What's up, Davey? But you get what I'm saying?
David McFly.
You know what I mean?
Beats.
Right. If y'all need beats, hit David McFly ASAP. But no, on everything, man. That at 140, there's tons of people that are his height, or just maybe an inch or two taller. He can get with. But you not finna, bro. At 147, can you imagine him actually getting in the ring with Earl?
But the beautiful thing about it, Tank has power. He does.
Yeah, but we talking about you going up. Will it carry up that far? Is the question.
That's always the question.
Always the question. But you going up there where dudes got power. They live there. And they gonna come in heavier than what it says. You gotta come up that weight. He don't walk around no 147. So he gotta put on weight. Now he may walk around 139, 140, something like that, He may even walk around. I can get it. He may walk around 145. But these guys not drain themselves, but they lose weight to get to 147. It's a difference. Coming in, you weigh the day before, that next day, they walking in there 154.
I can see Tank swelling up for that. I can see him swelling up for that.
No, that's why I'm saying it's a difference putting weight on and then being naturally something.
Yeah, you are correct. I cannot dispute your argument, but for shock value, I would like to see it.
Boy, that's wrong. That's blasphemous. You wrong for that. You evil, man.
So I was saying, Polo, you know 147.
That nigga mean. He said I would still just want to see it. This nigga mean. Like, right, hey, Tank and Mikey Garcia. I think
Mikey Garcia will put hands on him.
But I can see it though. See, I can see that type of fight right there.
I think,
and everything averages out. You get what I'm saying?
No,
Mikey besides that. And
no,
Mikey
didn't got to take. Mikey
not a true 147 pounder though.
No, but he done got a taste of 147.
Yeah, right, right.
He's bulking up.
Right.
He's not planning on coming down.
No, he's not, because he saw that he can hang.
Yes. So I see Boots versus Mikey before I see Gervonta versus Mikey.
Boy, Boots, no, don't do that.
That'd be a good fight.
Mikey's not. They're not gonna let Mikey fight Boots. I'm telling you, they're not. Too much speed, man. For a straightforward fighter coming forward, they're not gonna do it. They're not gonna do it. Boy, they do that. That wouldn't be right.
I mean, hey.
He got the right team though. You know what I'm saying? Robert Garcia gonna be like, yo, Mikey, nah, man, we ain't finna let you do that one. You know what I mean? but he shocked the world when he fought Earl though. He might have lost, but like I said,
he did
get put down, and his face wasn't toe up. That's why he was like, you know what? I'm gonna stay here. I think I could do this. You know what I'm saying?
All right, y'all. We are at an hour and a half. I want to give a shout out to everybody that's in the chat or who has been in the chat. We got B, we got Davey, these two gentlemen on the panel, and we got Exclusive News Insider. Thank you guys, and I appreciate it. Let's keep the talking going.
Facts.
Yes, sir. Yo, man. And before you sign off, let me say this right quick. I know it's been a while. Y'all ain't been hearing my voice. This is Mr. Z. I will be back. Media Day, weigh in, everything next week. And guess what? I'm going to have some friends with me.
Yes,
like Weber say, I'm going to have my people with me.
Nobody is fighting Boots. Everyone will vacate the building.
Hey, we were just saying I can see him being a boogeyman, bro. Like,
I see the only person, there's going to be like probably 3 people that will be willing to actually fight him. Bud, Virgil, and Sean.
Bud will fight him. Bud will fight him. It's because Bud ain't scared of nobody.
And Virgil will
fight him. That's his attitude.
Virgil will fight him. I know. Yeah. And Sean will fight him.
Oh, Sean will fight him. Because he ain't scared of nobody neither.
But as far as a Keith Thurman fighting him, nope.
I think Keith Thurman would do it. Even though
something in it for him.
Yeah, it gotta be some incentives.
70-30.
Yeah, somebody fighting this weekend on the 14th.
Virgil fighting this weekend.
Yeah, Virgil, and it's another fight. It's like 2 fights or something like that.
Casimiro versus Rigondeaux or something.
Yeah, Rigondeaux. Yeah. Rigondeaux fighting the other
Casimiro something.
Where Pacquiao from? Philippines. The other star from the Philippines. He was supposed to fight the Filipino Flash, Nonito Danier, but he was talking about his wife. So Nonito said, "Nah, dog, you went too far. When I see him,
I think it's Casimiro now.
Yeah, it's Casimiro. No, that's what I was saying. Casimiro fighting Rigondeaux, which who he was fighting anyways. But then Nonito was like, Al Haymon was like, you know what? I'll pair you with Nonito because that has never happened before. 2 Filipino champs, you know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Going against each other, but Casimiro took it too far trying to get Nonito's head, and they was on IG Live. He was talking all smack to that dude's wife. and he told him to suck his, told his wife to suck his, and they said, you know what? No, this fight off, punk. But when I see you, I'm gonna beat you up for real.
Oh, damn.
So he dropped the fight, and that's how it went back to Rigondeaux.
And then Josh Franco is fighting Andrew Maloney.
Okay,
that's going to be a good one. That's going to be on ESPN.
Yep.
The Cashmere is going to be on Showtime. Let's see.
Shout out to Magnum Media.
Who? And then Virgil is going to be on DAZN. Let's see. Who is this?
Shout out to Matchroom.
Full access, baby. And that's pretty much it as far as with boxing this weekend, except for the undercards. I have no knowledge of who the undercards are going to be for these fights, but I'm pretty sure they'll be amazing. And if you have DAZN, just be ready to sit down at 11 a.m. and just watch it till you go to bed.
Yeah, I promise to God. But you might see some stuff though. You might end up seeing some good fight. That's one thing I can't say. They may not have no marquee names, but at least them dudes getting there and bang.
Oh, damn, B.
Dang, B, you gonna be here? Oh man, that sucks, dude. Yeah, we gonna be in Vegas, man. I wish y'all was out in Vegas. Come to that pool party we have between 1 and 5 p.m.
on
Saturday 21st. On the 21st, man.
And then after party, after the fight.
Yeah, it's what is it? Level 1?
Level 1 bar and nightclub.
Grown
downtown on Main Street. That's gonna
right.
be downtown Las Vegas on Main Street, right on the eyesight of the Stratosphere Hotel.
Facts.
From 10 p.m. to 2 a.m.
Yep, and then from 2 a.m. Well, really from 12 to 6.
But we'll be getting at about 2 a.m.
Yeah,
we got Dre's nightclub.
Yep.
The code word has changed, ladies and gentlemen. The code word has changed.
Yeah, we had overdid it.
But yes.
We overdid it.
These guys are so popular. People were trying to get in the Gucci Man concert this past weekend with their code word.
Yeah, so we had to change the code, bro.
Yes.
Yeah, we talked to the owner. Owner said, "Hey man, y'all did a little too much."
So you have to DM these guys, guys, and they're gonna let you know the new code word. They were even trying to get into the 2 Chainz last Friday with this code word.
Yeah, if you DM us next weekend, make sure you DM us. We're gonna keep saying this all the way to next weekend. DM us Friday, we will give you the passcode. We can't give it to you now because people just gonna keep on doing the same thing.
Yes, they're gonna be trying to get into Rick Ross this Saturday at Dream.
Right.
This code. You cannot get in. No.
Saturday we'll be there with Big Shine and other people as well.
Good for Saturday night, August 21st.
Come celebrate my birthday with me.
Right. Hello, D-Day as well, man. So
and don't forget,
if you after party and an after party.
And if you still alive after that, show up at 11 a.m. because the judges table, the super show that's broadcasting every Wednesday at
9 o'clock,
9 p.m. Central Time, will be live on Sunday morning at 10 a.m. for these guys because they got to react to the fight the night before. And then you all get to walk in there at 11 a.m. and sit across from these guys live and talk about what you saw the night before.
Right. And it might be some special guests there as well.
Correcto.
So we got a big weekend, B, man. Wish you can turn that ticket into Vegas, man.
And for all the ladies that's going to be in attendance, I want to let you know that Slick is single.
Why you keep doing that, bro?
Because
I'm a chick magnet already, man.
I am not available. I'm like the
magnet already, man.
You say what?
I'm a chick magnet already, man.
Hey,
who
knows? You might
don't know. Rob already got them. Rob already
got wifey while you in the club dancing on the bar with no shirt.
Rob already got 2 little women waiting on you.
Nope.
You can't say midgets no more, so we can say little women.
Nope.
Oh.
I'm the complete opposite of single. I'm like
They
extra.
gonna come in walking it up. They gonna he's so extra.
I'm like,
oh man,
taking times 10.
They will come in bumming some loot.
No.
Yeah, they gonna come and bum some loot on you.
No. These are the views and opinions of Slick 50 TV. These do not match the views and morals of Polo J in the Red Corner Boxing.
Hey man, wherever they at, I'm there. B, you hear me? He said Slick gonna be at the Usher concert pulling. I'm telling you, hey, they gonna see large in the charge. Goddamn me.
Yes,
we there.
Slick and Polo will be around Caesar's Palace because inside the mall in Caesar's Palace is urban necessity. You can't remember these dudes love their shoes.
Right. You know that.
Yeah.
We gonna be vlogging. So man, to the people who can't make it, we are gonna bring Vegas to you. It ain't gonna just be boxing. We gonna be vlogging and everything else. We have some lives going up and everything. You know what I'm talking about?
Everybody gonna be scrambling for the pollens this weekend. Who knows? You might see me and Slick go in there and buy them for retail.
For real. I forgot them damn pollens come out this weekend.
Yes, go with your gold GMT in the Red Corner boxing shirt. Available now at Teespring.
Yeah, you ain't lying. I gotta get that link together too. But yeah, just Google Slick 50 TV Teespring. All the GMT merch, all the
be ready
in the Red Corner boxing, all that, and all the proceeds go to help this channel, our channels grow, bro. Real spit.
They're also in the Red Corner boxing t-shirts and face masks, because face masks are mandatory in a lot of places in Vegas now. So yes, get the face mask. Available on Teespring.
I gotta put this dude on a commercial. He sounds just like the damn commercial.
But with all that being said, y'all, that's it. Play my outro.